Hey guys, how's it going? tmanplays here with another Warno game for you today, and this is part of the Warno April monthly tournament. This is going to be round five, the last round, and currently, if we are able to win both games against Medi, we will come in first place for the tournament because no one else will be able to get enough points to overtake us. So, big incentive for me to win both of these games. 7th Panzer Division is our division of choice. We're playing against 8th Infantry. The bands for this first game are going to be the 5E, the 3rd Armored, and the 79th Guards. So, my big plan here is to basically advance down this road in hopes of capturing Golf in the rear. So, you'll see I already have some T-72Ms, a command tank, some infantry supported by AA with some recon. On the right side, we're also going to try and exploit this lane, as usually most people don't defend this area. Unfortunately, though, Medi is going to bring an ACAV there, and that is going to be enough to take out my AFCLAR. Just light defenses elsewhere. We also spot the helicopter approaching. So first off, we see a bunch of LRS and snipers. That's not a problem. I originally route these guys away, but then once I realize it's just these sniper teams, they don't have AT, we're just going to keep advancing. And we just have some flamers and a Panzer Jaeger in the middle there. Big problem though, Bradley gonna approach, and well, we're gonna fast move these Strellas back as quickly as possible. I'm just keeping the mod shoots into the SPW-70s so that they don't get fired upon by the LRS, and we can just gun them down as we move them away from this Bradley here. CV now going to be capturing the next zone, and then it's going to be moving to the center. And the helicopter here going to be fired upon by the Strela. Also see an ACAV going to my rear. So going to bring an Mi-24 to help deal with that. These TO-55s basically going to take out that ACAV, and the scouts here as they don't have AT. So trying to find any type of lane I can exploit right now. That's basically our main goal. Also trying to take out his eyes with the sniper here. Gonna bring in another helicopter. We do lose my grenade launcher team that I was bringing up to sit in this church from the ACAV. As my helicopter wasn't able to spot that in time to save them. See plane coming in, which can be a cluster. Already lost one T-72M to a Bradley. Next one, gonna get hit by the cluster, not able to smoke as it stuns me. So pretty big losses there. And well, our push isn't going so great. And in the middle, Medi now pushing with a bunch of infantry. So we're about to have some problems here. We are at least at a +5, so a really strong start. But the momentum right now is really shifting in his favor. So thankfully for us, Pioneer Flam's going to be able to route those dragons. And my helicopter here kind of show up just in time in the middle as all his infantry is kind of caught out in the open. So I'm going to be able to get some nice shots on target. Really mess up all that infantry. On this side, still have this Bradley to worry about. So we are bringing up an Mi-2, just as I don't have any recon here for support. I am scouting with the SPW-70, realizing he doesn't really have much infantry here. And we've now snuck some mod shoots in the back. One of them's going to be going to cut off this lane, and the other one here, so I can have some more control over this area. And we also brought up some proper AA to help against the cluster planes for when I do decide to bring more armor up. On the right side, pretty stale, no movement. Just happy to keep this as is for now, as I'm concentrating my hold here. See another F-16 coming in for the CV. Not going to be able to hit that though. And the F-16 going to be able to make it out. So finally got the grenade launcher up, but by now the church is destroyed. So don't really have a good place to put this anymore. And the Bradley gonna spot my infantry trying to run across. So can no longer do that. Just gonna retreat those guys back into the woods. SPW 70 here, gonna be able to get eyes on what he's reinforcing to the middle. Give me an idea if he's bringing a lot here. And you'll see now, getting a lot of T-55As on the right side to check out what he has in this area for maybe a push on Foxtrot. I just want to keep pressure up on him on all sides. Chaparral there, going to be getting a hit on my Mi-24D. Going to be trying to pull that back. And now we have the problem of the tow Cobra spotting our SPW-70. So now Medi probably has a good idea of the infantry back here. He already knows about this one. And of course, we can't really get AA support back there, so that is an issue. SPW-70 though, going to be spotting these Humvees coming up. Is going to go down to the AT-4s though. And sure enough, some Rangers are behind my line. Thankfully though, not going to be able to kill a T-72. And we're going to be able to finish those guys off. I did bring up the recon here in case he was trying to sneak some more infantry a little bit further back, as I don't have any idea what all is in this little woodland area yet. So really need to clear this out. Engineer Flash gonna get gunned down by the helicopter, as well as the flamethrower and the grenade launcher. So any infantry that approaches me here won't have a good time. And Medi does spot my Mod-Schutzen in the rear. I believe our Conquerors just able to destroy an M113. And you can see now I'm just scouting with the MI2, as well as I have a flamethrower that's going to basically try and clear out this area. But not spotting anything with the MI2, so we at least know this area is now clear. And I'm buying up some more infantry for the town. Conquers to deal with the Bradley, but he's just going to smoke, pull back out of the smoke. See, Conquers getting close. Does miss though. Really unfortunate for a 2-vet Conquers to miss like that at that close range. Very unfortunate. So I brought out the T-55 to try and help with that engagement, as I really don't want to lose this Conquers. And on the right side, I now have a Conquers in this building, which gives me good control over this area. So you can see I'm setting up now for a future push here, as I am expecting to kind of lose control of the left. My center position is still not great, but all I really want to do is hold this and push on the sides. So basically just keeping enough here to hold. Now our T-55s, I did spot a Dragon unit kind of fire at me from these buildings, so I'm just running in these T-55s to be able to hit that at close range. And yeah, Dragon's not going to be able to fire at these T-55s at close range. These guys are kind of missing though, and sure enough, it does actually kill my recon Jeep there, so a bit unfortunate. Medi now has an Abrams in the town, which is going to be able to easily deal with my flamethrower there. Don't really have anything to deal with this besides the helicopter. I'm also seeing around some T-55s on the side here. Command getting fired upon by these mech rifles, and I was trying to smoke this for a while. I didn't realize that the smoke was actually broken in this patch, so that's why I'm not able to smoke my tank. Incidentally, it actually got taken away. Um, so yeah, that's kind of an issue, as it'll also happen on this right side where I try and smoke a CV tank, and they just don't smoke because I didn't realize the smoke got taken away, which is accidental. I'm told will be added back, so that'll be nice. Just a problem for 7th in the current patch, and for all T-55 AM2 models. On this side, ACAV gonna be able to deal with the flamers as I don't have these guys properly supported with any AT. Cluster coming in for the T-55 there is gonna miss. Unfortunately though, Coob not gonna be able to get any hits there. And well, we have this problem of Cobras now. So I do have the AA, but don't have supply for this. So desperately trying to get some supply up for that. MiG-23 gonna be patrolling the skies. Gonna be trying to deal with this Fighting Falcon. And fortunately, not gonna be doing a great job. And it actually gets gunned down by the PVADs there. Do at least get some scouts that were trying to get recon behind my line. And, well, our Conqueror's doing a pretty good job of at least providing good defense on the side, as it does get an M60 there. So, still holding on the left. The middle now, he's pushed across some infantry here. So that's a bit of an issue. But on this side, doing a real good job at putting some pressure. This will also help cut out his reinforcements on this road to the middle. So it'll allow me to kind of easily hold the middle better. As I say that though, do lose. Or no. Yeah, no, we did lose the CV. I thought I actually pulled it out. So we lost the CV there to the AT4. So that is going to put Medi back at a +1. So really need to kind of up the ante on my push on the right now. And, well, CV still having the same problem of not smoking for me. I was at least able to repair this with some supplies. But we're slowly just getting outflanked by heavy armor that I can't really deal with. A here, trying to hit this Fighting Falcon. Not able to finish it off though, as I just have 2 Strelas and the Strela 2 AM there. At least get the CV in the zone. Cluster almost able to deal with that. But our tank does get routed. So not able to fully capture that. And, well, we did lose our CV tank on the left. So you can see now I'm just kind of withdrawing all my forces. Still putting a lot of pressure on this side though. But yeah, these planes starting to be a real big issue. Thankfully, the other cluster there does miss as well. Infantry doing a good job pushing him out. Just getting some armor now to really help kind of cement a CV in the back of the zone. Yes, we do have a pretty solid lead at this point. So I know he has nothing here. I know this area is pretty clear, so I'm just able to kind of move reinforcements into this back zone. But yeah, by this point, we've lost full control of the left, so I need to really start defending this area pretty quickly, as we're already going to move a helicopter here to make sure he's not rushing any vehicles behind my line. I do get my CV tank back in the zone. Gets hit by one of the LGB bombs there. And just going to pull that out now that we do have the full capture. Able to capture some supply there. PVAD's going to be in an annoying spot. Able to hit my recon helicopter there. And our commandeered supply truck is now going to go to help support my AA. As moving that up to deal with these tow cobras that are just harassing my units. So that's at least going to force him to pull those back. And we get our CV back in the middle, which is going to now put us at a nice +4. Really just need to keep ticking up the points. See an ACAV trying to cross over. Conqueror's unfortunately going to miss that. And on the left, he is sneaking around a Blackhawk. Supply chopper lands in a pretty bad spot there. T-55 going to be able to finish that off. And you can see now I'm just resupplying, healing up all my units in this area. Kind of preparing for his counter. So another cluster plane comes in. Does miss my T-55, but still don't have the AA to be able to take that out. And we see Medi now getting aggressive with a CV into my back zone, which I don't have any CV here to capture. Cubes going to be trying to hit the Wild Weasel. He is going to take out one of my cubes, though, and the other one's out of ammo now. And we got a problem with some Rangers being landed here. And, well, I don't notice in time, so going to lose a squad of Mott shoots into that. Here, though, I moved back my command tank, as I did have another CV for the center. So now able to capture back the zone, also putting pressure on his command. So at least able to take out his command there, which puts me back at the +2. LGB coming in for my CV is able to take that out. And, well, the LRS here, not going to be a problem for my T-55As. So you can see I'm now getting up a cube on this right-hand side to help deal with some of this aircraft. At least able to finally destroy one. And since I captured this back and destroyed his command, I just pulled back my command tank. So I didn't want to just leave it out in the open there. Trying to pull back this AA, but it does get caught out by the tow cobra. Another plane coming in, presumably, I was going to say a cluster, but an LGB. I was trying to get his CV with my T-55 here, but it's out of fuel, so I'm moving across the supply, try and refuel that. LGB does miss on my AA. Cube now going to be able to get resupplied. And my Coop here, missing a lot on this tow cobra. Not able to find the kill just yet. So just moving across my injured helicopter here to make sure he's not sneaking a CV in my back line. My tank CV did go down there a while ago. I believe I will be ordering another one shortly. But I just want to kind of get better control of this area before I do that. To at least spot where his command is and what it is, which is important. So just kind of moving these T-55s to go and eliminate that. Do have a lot of units to deal with, though, and, well, not going to be able to deal with all that, so just going to be trying to escape with our remaining T-55. as there's just a little too much stuff there. So next wave of T-55s coming up, but gonna realize, that's not a good idea. We're just gonna lose all that if we just kind of run them down the road. So my thought process now is, well, I've cut off his supply line to the center for quite a while. So why don't I just send a bunch of armor down the back of his zone? Presumably he'll have his AA behind his main force, so I'll be able to catch that out with the T-55s. CV should be somewhere in the back, and he should have all his kind of frontline units in this area. So I'm thinking, well, armor behind the rear might be the best strategy for me at the moment, as I have just a clean road down. So thankfully, no infantry in these buildings. It's going to allow my T-55s just to keep advancing. And you see now I'm moving up with my T-72s in case he decides to try and turn around. So that way I can get multiple angles of engagement. And sure enough, just a command infantry unit here. Going to be able to take that out. And, well, that gives us full control of the center again, which puts us at a +3. So, didn't really have a lot here. Only found the command infantry. So I was a bit surprised by that. Another plane coming in, presumably for the chopper, but turns out to be an LGB. Gonna be going for the tank. And our Coob gonna be doing what Coobs like to do best and miss for me, as it also misses the cluster there. So misses 3 shots in a row. Great time. MiG-23 gonna be going for the tow Cobra, as I'm just tired of these helicopters harassing me. And, well, Fighting Falcons not gonna allow me to do that. At least able to take one of them out. And the Coob still doing Coob things and missing. So on the left-hand side, Medi has been putting a lot of pressure on me on this kind of area. So it is forcing me to kind of defend my road to the middle, as he does have a lot of armor in this area. So command tank gonna be just kind of pushing up to deal with these M60s, as I haven't really spotted too many M1 Abrams. They're kind of over on this further left-hand side. But he is starting to kind of get aggressive and push into the back of my zone. So just got to make sure that we stay on our feet and keep defending that. Finally ordered another command tank to help capture the zone, put on some more pressure. And I've now kind of dispersed my T-55s to help further cut off this road again. And we're now pushing across our units in the open just to gain more ground. So you can see he does have some units kind of behind my line here. My Coob did get taken out a little while ago in this area. So our AA situation is pretty bad now, but thankfully at this point we have dealt with a lot of his Cobras. And our tank now gonna get us in to put us at a +5. But you can see these Fighting Falcons can pretty much just fly over my line without a worry, as we don't have the proper AA set up to really defend them. All our AA is on this right-hand side. As the Coob gonna be doing Coob things and missing. So yeah, Medi now realizing I don't have any AA, and well, Fighting Falcon's just gonna be harassing me now. Thankfully, the Strela's actually hit 2 shots in a row there, so that's awesome. But we do lose control of the zone again, which puts Medi at a +1. We also lost control over on this side, so rerouting my command tank now to Echo and getting another cube on this right hand side. So still have 14 minutes, a lot of time left to play. Uh, Pretty much I just need to stay at a positive tick in order to close this out, as I do have pretty good control over the center. Don't quite have the capacity to push back into Foxtrot at this moment. So basically, once I contest this, get my tank in here, I will be able to start ticking up the points again. I just don't need to panic and do anything crazy. So you see I'm also getting up some more Strellas in order to sure up my AA. And well, we have an M1A1 now pushing into the back of my zone, and I don't have really a whole lot to deal with that besides the Panzerjägers and the tanks here. So kind of running away with my TO-55 and moving my Panzerjäger to a flanking position. And our AA gonna try and take out this Cobra. At least able to take that out. And well, on the right side, we've now pretty much lost our entire advantage, so gonna have to pull back all our AA now. Our tank does get back in this zone though, which puts us at a +1. So Abrams moving to get my AA. You can see my tank's now moving up to intercept this. About to get the first shot on and get a nice hit there. Not enough to kill. And well, Abrams gonna be able to fire back faster. Cluster going for the command there is going to be able to take that out, which was extremely important. As you'll notice, I don't actually have another command in the center. So that keeps me at the +1. And trying to get the side shot on this Abrams, so I push out the TO-55 just a little bit. Look at that, though. Just 1 HP left. So not enough to finish him off. Trying to charge him down with the Panzerjäger. Gets stunned, though. And, well, we're going to get 2 shots off. Don't even get a shot off. So very, very unfortunate there. As now I have an Abrams in my line with no AT in this area, except this Panzerjäger, which is quickly trying to get over there. I also brought this other T-72 to try and finish it off, but we keep losing line of sight. And, well, we don't have smoke on this now, so he just gets gunned down. So very, very unfortunate situation there. On the left, Medi now pushing with some M60s, but T-72Ms going to be able to hold those off pretty nicely. And Medi going to call it there with the surrender. So you can see we actually traded worse. Not anything crazy, just less than 100 points worse. But very, very close game in terms of trades there. We just had the better positioning throughout the game. So yeah, just to quickly go through everything, you see helicopters got some nice value there. Conkers did okay. T-55s did pretty good. Another Conkers with some very nice kills. So all my Conkers pretty much paid for themselves. The Strela ones did good when they started to actually hit. Kub was at least able to finish off 2 aircraft, even though it did seem to miss 90% of the time. But overall, nothing crazy. From Medi's side, helicopters were a big pain. M1A1s, always a pain. As you can see, this one absolutely just ripped through my units. PVADs did a really good job for him. Another tow Cobra there. M60, decent. But yeah, M1A1s and tow Cobras, probably my biggest fear that entire game. So GG to Medi for game 1. and I'll get into game two shortly. I'll see you guys for that later.